What's going on, guys? JonahPlayss here, and today we're back with another video here, and today we have a special video because this one is dedicated to Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, which we have looked at in the past, but the game has been released today, and I get to play in the official invitational tournament with my friend Cobra, which is his tag, the night of this video being dropped. It'll be like 7:30 p.m. CST, and I can leave the link to the stream if you guys want to check that out as well. But so we're going to be watching the official campaign trailer, 2 spotlights, and a character trailer video today, and reacting and reviewing to all of that. So I'm going to turn that down a bit, and let's get going.
All in the technique. I'm coming, Patrick!
Bro was all too excited.
What just happened to Patrick?
I am Clockwork. You must stop Plasmius.
Clockwork. Last time I heard of a video game character, villain named Clockwork was the old Sly Cooper games back in the day.
You must find and defeat him in battle.
Roguelike campaign.
Never learn, do you, Black?
Wow, that's a lot. See all the different characters: SpongeBob, Patrick, Aang, Raphael, Reptar, Zula, Garfield, Plankton.
How's the inventions I have with me now? Sure is hot in here.
Cabbage Bro.
You're gonna be sick.
Cora, that's my name. From Nick All-Star Brawl 1. Ooh. Get up, right? So, okay. Only thing is, obviously, it's very much similar to almost like the Smash 4 classic mode when it comes to the format, like the layout of it. But with a unique twist, characters, the way it's going to function. So it's like a mix of classic mode and World of Light from Smash combined. And I think it's going to be interesting with the new characters, new twist and spin with slime mechanics and whatever's going to be coming into this game. I think it's going to be very interesting, very new, very cool, and I'm very excited. I'm very hyped for that. So let's move on to our second video. And this is shout out to my friend and Game Mill Entertainment for this video. Shout out to my friend Cobra, who mains Reptar. The Reptar
Because the
Spotlight.
mighty green dinosaur, Reptar, is here to squash the competition in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. Reptar comes equipped with scorching fiery breath, incredibly powerful attacks, brutal chomps, and of course,
My man has the old oh my goodness, what move is that? Ridley's side B from Smash.
ice skates. Reptar excels at striking fear into his opponents just from his sheer strength and size, which he needs
Not
considering his
Squidward,
low
he
speed.
just suplex
While many of
Squidward.
Reptar's attacks also tend to be a little bit slower to come out with a little bit more recovery time, they're made safer by just how hard they push opponents away if blocked. With that in mind, if you find yourself cowering in the corner against Reptar, you might also find yourself teetering on the edge of defeat.
Oh,
Several of Reptar's moves draw from his unique flame meter, including his ferocious grounded and aerial upcharge attacks and a few of his special moves. Dealing damage with his other attacks will build that meter right back up, so as long as you let Reptar take a
Meaning a
breather
slime
every now and
meter.
then, you shouldn't have to worry about running out. Let's jump straight into Reptar's special attacks. His down special, Flame Breath, might look a bit familiar from Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 1. While the special button is held, Reptar becomes immune to knockback, allowing you to essentially counterattack and open your opponent up for combos with a spread of fire across the floor. While in the air, this move changes into a diagonal fireball that knocks opponents away. His neutral special is
it's
just like
like a
his
gimp.
aerial down special, except it only goes horizontal. These fireballs are pretty big, which helps out a lot with finding control over the stage, guarding the ledge, or hitting people from afar. Reptar's up special, Jurassic Slam, leaps high into the air before falling back down to crush
Rising
any enemies
Yoshis.
underneath him.
Down
You can also make
down
Reptar fall
special.
sooner if you press down on the control stick. Finally, Hungry as a Dinosaur, his side special is a command grab. Reptar lurches forward and tries to swallow his opponent's whole before spitting them back out. The direction Reptar spits his opponent is decided by which direction the control stick is being held after a brief pause. Left,
Jeez.
right, or even downwards. The downwards version
my
of this
God.
attack can be an especially frightening way to knock out your opponents or combo them on stage. Reptar definitely doesn't move or attack quite as fast as some other members of the cast, but if you know just how, when, and where to hit your opponents ahead of time, you won't be missing out on much anyways.
My God,
Thanks to his fiery attacks and the extra range granted by his tail, Reptar is also able to hit opponents from a pretty solid distance before committing to one of those hard-hitting finishers. If you're one of many Reptar fans around the world, or if you want to know what it's like to be him, then give him a try in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. As always, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more character spotlights coming soon.
Okay. So basically they took a lot of mechanics and moves that are familiar to me, at least through Smash, and put them with Reptar. So like that, the jump into a slam, that's from Yoshi. A lot of that's command grab side B, that would be Bowser. And that drag along, you know, that's Ridley from Smash Ultimate. So it's definitely going to be very interesting to see how this is going to play out. And I'm very excited to see this because my friend mains Reptar, and I'm, very excited to play with him. We'll see how that goes, and we'll see if he is as good as they say. All right, up next we have and I picked this one. Shout out to my friend Mason. He in high school, he liked Invader Zim. So.
Hello everyone, my name is Tafar, and today we'll be talking about the notorious Urkin Invader sent once again to destroy the competition in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, Invader Zim. This little green guy with big plans always seems to come up short in his ambitions to conquer the planet on behalf of the Urkin Armada. Zim uses a wide array of advanced alien gadgetry to protect his tiny, fragile body and to snatch victory from the claws of those filthy humans and animals and other animal people. While he is incredibly small and light for an Urkin Invader, if your enemies can never catch you from behind your minions who do your every bidding, explosive
So he's
grenades,
got, like,
and a
Pikmin
gigantic
style
doom laser,
and-
what does that even matter anyways?
Okay, get off
One
me,
particular
tools.
item from
Right.
Zim's collection of devastating tools of destruction, and his most loyal minion of all, is his state-of-the-art, not-so-standard issue, Information Retrieval Unit, GUR. GUR can be called out with Zim's side special, and while the button is held, GUR will jet forward. While he's out and active, GUR can be controlled at any time, even
It's like
while
a
Zim himself
Luma.
is being grabbed or hit. He can walk and jump, he has his own light and charge attack, he can swallow opponents with grab before blowing up, and he'll even copy Zim's neutral special, Pew Pew. GUR is definitely a tricky little robot to play with, but if you figure out how to put him to work, he can be an incredibly valuable asset to your plans for world domination. As was just mentioned, Pew Pew is Zim's neutral special. This move is a diagonally pointed laser that can be shot in the air or while on the ground. The laser itself has just a little bit of
Nice.
knockback, which
Good
can make it a
opening start
wonderfully
there.
versatile tool for poking opponents from afar or maintaining some offensive pressure.
Oh.
Zim's up special has two variants depending on if GUR is ready for deployment, which you can tell based on the icon next to Zim's profile. When GUR is available, Zim can point his up special in any direction and charge it for slightly more distance and speed. Watch out though, if GUR is still active on stage or if he's just recently been destroyed, you should probably be careful. Without GUR and his rocket boosters, Zim's up special becomes only a very short, very vulnerable hop. And at that point, you'll probably
I'm sorry, wait a minute. Go back.
you
The
should
Squidward
probably
did the
be
Luigi
careful.
downtown
Without
on my
GUR and his
mans.
rocket boosters, Zim's up special becomes
Let me
only a
look.
very short, very vulnerable hop.
He did. That's wild.
And at that point, you'll probably need to do a slime dash for some extra distance. Last but not least is Zim's down special, Explosion. Explosion. It's a slow explosion. This move places a
Dang.
devastating explosive device into Zim's hands. The longer the special button is held, the bigger and slower the explosion will become. When you use the slime version, the explosion starts out with about half of its maximum charge. Zim certainly does not come alone on his quest for victory. Besides GUR, Minimoose and his Guardian Gnomes also join the fray. Minimoose is Zim's charged down air. When called into action, Minimoose smites enemies beneath him with a bolt of lightning. The Guardian Gnome is Zim's grounded charge.
So far, it's looking like kind of like what I said with Reptar. You take a lot of different mechanics and characters and movesets from other games, like with, the little gnomes and other little trinkets. That's very much like the Pikmin, while I believe it was GUR, the little robot, that is very much like a Rosalina and Luma type deal.
Down attack. When thrown out, the gnome slides forward and pops out a few lasers.
Yeah.
The longer these attacks are charged, the longer they stay out, and of course, the more powerful their effects. Playing keep away with the explosive grenades and lasers while also letting your minions do the work for you is an effective strategy with Zim. But don't let all that authority get to your head. With his lightweight and brutally weak recovery when GUR is unavailable, you'll quickly learn what happens when you let yourself get careless. Nonetheless,
Yeah.
Zim is still, in fact, a mighty Urkin Invader who has incredibly powerful tools with
Yeah,
which to
Reptar.
plot your victory.
Dang.
So with the right plan and proper execution, nothing can
Not the
stand in your
Goober
way.
Goober. Kaboom.
Are you worthy of joining the ranks of the Urkin Elite? Find out by playing Zim in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 coming very soon. Let us know who you're most excited to play, and as always...
Okay, so like I said, very much taking inspiration and moves from those games and mechanics being Smash. I've seen a lot in the last 2 videos we've watched, meaning this one and the Reptar. And similar to the Reptar, it's taken a lot of moves from, say, Rosalina and Luma, Olimar, and those big charge shots similar to, like, say, Samus or Dark Samus, or even Lucario and Mewtwo. Or even, if you want to go really, really deep in there, you can say Hero with his fire neutral special. And, it's a very, I think it's going to be a very, like, thinking character. You're going to have to think a lot. It's not just simply, like, bash into everything like Reptar, where you have to just combo and keep hitting and hitting and hitting. You have to really think with this character. And I think a lot of the combos are going to rely on just timing, execution, being in the right place at the right time, and that can really, be devastating in the hands of, like, a very technical player, like, say, like a Sheik main or something from Smash. And all right, our final video of the day, one of my all-time favorite shows that they introduced, and while Korra is my main, this might be my secondary, the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 official Azula gameplay reveal trailer.
Sorry I'm late. Good palanquin bearers are so hard to come by these days. Do you fear fire? 'Cause you should. I will enjoy your suffering. I'll show you lightning. Now do you understand?
Ooh, what did April do?
I'll show you true power. Fire. My own mother thought I was a monster. She was right, of course. You can run, but I'll catch you. You should start running. I have defeated you for all time.
Okay. Well, that was very short. Obviously, about just a little under a minute. There's a lot of information I can piece together. They definitely took a lot of inspiration from Avatar, with her, the way, like, her movement was with the lightning, the little pose that she would strike with it when she would create, like, a big lightning, bolt, Hadouken shot, whatever you want to call it. Kamehameha, if you will. And I can say that she's definitely a powerful character. I have not seen any gameplay of her before, so this was kind of like a blind, raw look at it, and I can definitely say that is definitely something I'm willing to pick up and look at and play with, because I think that Azula can be a great character in this game, definitely balanced in an odd way where it's almost like speed and execution and timing, kind of like with the last one, with a mix of that, like, hit and run and, brick and brash like Reptar. So it's like an all-around looking character, similar to Korra, with Korra being probably a little heavier, almost like a Ganondorf, while Azula maybe like the Captain Falcon. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how that plays out and seeing the way that these characters interact with each other in game. And I'll definitely be checking that out when the game comes out. But I think, and I know this video is a little shorter than I expected and what I honestly wanted, but that's okay. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you guys, if you choose to play Nick All-Star Brawl 2, let me know. Hit me up. And if you have played the first one and you're going to play the second one, what is your main, or what do you want to be your main, potentially, if your main got taken out, or is there a new character you want instead? But anyway, as I said, leave a like. Shout out to the first person who watched the video. Comments, likes, and all that are super appreciated. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good day, good night, good.